Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to askNK. Today we have some exciting news coming from the folks at IDV, creators of SpeedTree, presently owned by the folks at Unity. So the folks at IDV have released a brand new version of SpeedTree, which is a beautiful tree creation tool. Now for those who haven't used this before, it is quite impressive to see that SpeedTree has actually been used for lots of games and also movies. You can choose to get either SpeedTree Cinema or SpeedTree Games. But either ways, you also have access to modeling your trees and also refining this directly in SpeedTree. It also makes sense to note that the version 9 now comes with lots of features that would enable users to create trees faster and also reduce the round trip between going from SpeedTree to other DCC apps. So one of the cool features that you'll be getting is the Mesh Compact, which actually helps you turn 3D trunks and branches from photogrammetry into 3D mesh. There's a HDRI lighting, there's Atlas control, and just a whole lot more. So if you're also thinking about exporting USDs, you can also do that at this point. So with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at SpeedTree. So with SpeedTree simply opened right here, what you will get is a very simple scene. It makes sense to note that if you're trying to test out SpeedTree, you can get a trial version which you can use, and this allows you to play with the tool however you want, but you would not be able to export it. So getting started with SpeedTree is super easy, and we're just going to go ahead and talk about it. Once you open up the tool, you'll definitely notice that you have the template and also a couple of models that are more of template models that you can pop open. So if I just simply double click and let that happen, you would notice that we have a simple model, of a tree right here. But what if you like to create yours? So for you to create your own set of trees, it is so simple. I'm just going to go ahead and create a blank scene, and from here we can start creating stuff. Let's also bring this all the way down. So the beautiful thing about SpeedTree is the fact that it works procedurally. So right here you have the tree, and we can just simply right click and add a trunk, and that gets connected, and we can also go ahead and add a simple branch. Now if you like to add multiple branch, you can of course go ahead and do the same thing. Click on the trunk, right click, go over to the section where you have add geometry and add a brand new branch. You can also have access to adding more stuff by clicking on this button, and in this case, let's say I would like to add maybe an extra branch. We can click on add an extra branch there, and you can see we're having more branches right here, and you'll be wondering, where is this branch? This branch is right over here, and you can simply click on the node and control this wherever you want it to be. So I can click and bring that right there, and we can move these around. So creating your trees have never been simpler. This way you can create it, you can tweak it, you can do so many things. Now, a couple of things that SpeedTree 9 brings to the table is the idea that you can now make use of a freehand set of tools to create trees however you want. And what I mean by this is very simple. Right now, you'll notice right over here that we have a freehand tool. Now with this freehand tool, guess what we can do? The first thing is creating bends. Since we have our branches like this, we can go over and we can start making bends real quick. If we like to move this, we can move this all the way up, move it all the way down, and you can control where you would like this bending to start from, essentially controlling the pivot of your bend. So I can also get that happening, and we can control this, and you can see all of that beauty. It also makes sense to note that if you want to create yours, you can also do the same thing. So there's a hand draw set of tool that exists there as well. And to control this is super simple. So hold down spacebar, click and drag, and that way you can get that. And I can go ahead and control this how I want it. And you notice that the branches here, I can get that happening. And if you like to add more, hold down the spacebar, click, and you can add more, and we can go in and tweak this however we want. Now, if you're thinking about displacement, that is very normal. So you can click on the branch and go over to displacement right here. And in this case, I'm just going to increase the displacement to something. So let's just get that displacement right in. That's okay. Click on this other one, crank that displacement. And this way you can start getting that sweet displacement that you want. Now, for those thinking about playing with some extra freehand set of tools that now comes with SpeedTree 9, you can also do the same thing. So I can go ahead and select the trunk. In this case, I would like to add a couple of things. So if we click on the freehand and go all the way to where we have displacement, we can click, and automatically you'll notice that we have the displacement tool right there. So let's just go ahead and hold on Alt on the keyboard with the left mouse button to pan this all the way up, and I can increase the size of the brush from there. We can increase this, and the size of the brush is relative to the size of the object that you're trying to make some displacement on. So what you can now do is hold down the spacebar and you can paint some displacement, and that looks pretty cool. So you can do that. Let's go all the way up, and I can get over to a point like this, add some displacement, get over to a point like this, add some displacement, and this looks really, really nice. If you like to cap this off, you can also throw in a simple cap. So I can go all the way and throw in a simple cap, and we can have that cap right there. It's still worth mentioning that you have a truckload of several updates that is now available that you can use. So in this case, if you like to create branches faster, you can do that. So hold on spacebar, click, and you have that there. Hold on spacebar, click, and you have that there. And this way you can rapidly populate branches every single place. So I can go ahead and add one more there. Go ahead and add one more here. So just like we've mentioned, you can tweak these things to your liking. If you're thinking about getting winds into your scene, there's already a wind set of tools that exists right here, which you can select and change the direction of wind. So for a better example of this, we need to switch over to the previous one that we opened. So with this one open right here, I can click and we can rotate this all the way. So we'll like this wind to start up from a point like so. To activate the wind, you need to click on the wind and click on enable, and you get the wind happening. Now in this case, if we don't want that, we can stop it. And if we would like to get some light in, we can click and we can use the template sort of lights that already exist. So right now we can go down to dusk and automatically we're getting that dusk feeling. Let's actually turn on this wind and I can click as well and we can change what we have. So I can set this to forest as well. That looks good. We also have some more Springfield. That looks nice. And in this way, you can start styling your model directly in SpeedTree and also preview what you would probably want it to look like when you export it to your next or your final DCC app. And of course, if you're thinking about seasons, that's also something that is pretty easy. All you need to do is go over to the seasons section and you can move from spring to summer and from summer to autumn and from autumn to winter. And this way, you have like full control of everything that you want to work with. Now, it also makes sense that you can do textures, and applying textures to your model is extremely easy. So in this case, let's say we're looking at this branch. Actually, let's look at this branch, for example, and we would like to add some branched leaves. All right, so we have this one right there, or maybe we can also do something more. I can right click, go over here, and we can go over to the branches and we can get some leaves. Actually, let's use some scattered leaves, throw in that leaf right here. And if you like to create materials, you can go over here, click on the plus sign, and this opens up a window. Let's drag that window right in here. And you'd notice that you have a couple of samples, or should I call them templates, that exist. And in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and select the leaves, select the leaf that I want, click on the first one, click on open, and automatically you have that there. Now, if you like to apply this, it's very simple. Click, go all the way to where you have your materials right here, and then you can select the material. So I'm just going to go ahead, select that material, and that is how easy it is. The same thing applies to the trunk and also the branches. For those who are thinking about looking way more than just the surface, you want to see some more stuff, you can go over to the show section and you can turn on the bones. So in this case, I can select any of those elements and you can see the bone that is driving this object. We can also go over to the show section and we can turn on the cage if you'd like to see that. If you like to see the normals as well, if you want to see some overlays, you can also see all of this. And this is just, it's just pretty nice. If you like to see the wireframe, you can also turn on the wireframe, and this way you can see the wireframe of the object that you are currently working with. So these are actually some of the cool and beautiful updates and improvement that is now available for SpeedTree. And for those who would like to read up on the release note, or probably you want to download it and try it, you can simply go over to the links in the description that will bring you right over here where you can try out SpeedTree. And of course, if you're thinking about exporting your models on SpeedTree, there's a couple of license options that you can consider checking out. It also makes sense to note that there is also a couple of alternatives for SpeedTree that exist, like the Tree It is one of them. There's also Plant Factory from the folks at Eon Software, and this is one that comes pretty close to the quality that you can get from SpeedTree. There's also other options like the Tree Studio, which is one I haven't tried before, and there is this beautiful free open source one that you can take advantage of. It's called the R-Barrel. And for those who are also thinking about playing with more tools, there's also the Tree Gen. And all of these are all tree generators that you can take advantage of. One more thing is to note that SpeedTree engine for Claris is also available. So just in case you're working with Claris and you're thinking about using SpeedTree, you like to get SpeedTree into Claris, there is a SpeedTree engine for Claris that is now available, and you might want to consider checking that out. And that's about it. I'd like to know what you guys think about this one in the comment section. And of course, if you like this video or you learned something from this, you can go ahead and give a like, and don't forget to share with a friend. And until I see you guys in the next one, peace.